everyone, welcome to Pearl's Kitchen. Let us ask God to make us true and trustworthy human beings. Amen. Today I'm going to show you how I make cottage pie. This is my family's all-time favorite, especially my boy. And the ingredients for this dish are, here in the pot I've got half a tablespoon of oil, and in here I've got 7 medium-sized potatoes that I've cut into pieces so it boils quickly. And the rest of the ingredients, because it's cottage pie, I'm making it with beef mince, and that's half a kilo of beef mince. You could even make it with lamb mince, turkey mince or chicken mince. I've tried it with all and they're absolutely delicious with every kind of mince. We need a tin of tomatoes, and in here I've got around 6 cloves of garlic that I've finely chopped, and I've got 1.5 inches of ginger that's finely chopped. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper powder, and I've got half a teaspoon of mixed herbs. I've got 2 large onions chopped here, and I've got 1 tablespoon of tomato puree, and I've got a cup of peas, and we'll need half a cup of milk, and I've got around 80 grams of butter. We need some nutmeg. I've got 4 slices of tomatoes, that's for decoration, and I've got 2 chopped carrots here, and I've got a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and we'll also need some salt. Okay, to make this cottage pie, the first thing we're going to do is put the gas on for the potatoes to boil. Put the lid on, and the water I put around 1 inch over the potatoes. So once the potatoes getting boiled, coming to a boil, and my oil is already hot, as soon as the oil gets hot, you put 3/4 of the onions in the oil, and then leave a 1/4 behind. So 3/4 of onion in there, and now you let the onions fry till a slightly golden color. Now the onions are nice and golden now, so we're going to add the ginger and garlic, the chopped up ginger and garlic, and now fry the ginger garlic on a medium flame for at least 2 minutes. Okay, after around a couple of minutes, we need to add the mince, whatever mince you're using. And now give the mince a stir. Mix it with all the onions, and now add the pepper and the mixed herb as well. And salt to taste, say around a teaspoon of salt. And now you keep frying this mince. The mince will leave its juices, and let it fry in its own juices for at least 10 minutes. You can see now the mince has changed its color, and it's been frying for the last 8 minutes. And now we can add the carrots and the peas. I use frozen peas, you can use fresh if you want, and the rest of the onions. Now stir this all in, and now keep frying this for another 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, then now the mince and the onions and the vegetable have been frying for the last 5 minutes, and now we can add the tomato puree. And add the tin tomato as well, and add the Worcestershire sauce. And now you keep stirring it and mix it all together, and now let all this fry for another 5 minutes. Okay, this has been frying for the last 5 minutes with all the ingredients. That's how it should look like. So now we can add some water. So add a cup full of water, and then you put the gas on a medium or even low better, and put the lid on and let this bubble and sizzle away for 5 minutes. But while that's happening, we need to put the oven on, because this cottage pie goes in the oven. So put the oven on 200 degrees. Okay, the mince has had its cooking time. This is how it should look like. It should have a little moisture in it. Don't make it completely dry. Now we need to put the gas off, let that rest for a little while. And you can see the oven's already being preheated. And now we come to the potatoes, and they're nice and tender. So we put this gas off, and now all we need to do is drain off all the water from this potato. You can see all the water has been drained from the potato. Now we need to mash the potato. Just take a masher or a fork. It's nice and tender. You can use extra potatoes if you want it with lots of potatoes. And now we need to keep adding stuff. You need a pinch of nutmeg, and say a teaspoon of salt, add the butter. You could put less butter if you want. And now you add milk. You don't have to add all the milk. Just add and mash, and you'll know how much. It needs to be nice and fluffy. Maybe a little bit more. That's it. Now you mash this and then keep it aside. Now you can see the potatoes are mashed, and I took out that mince from the pot and I put it in an oven proof dish. That's what you need to do, because this is going in the oven. And you can see a little bit of moisture in it, which is how we like the mince. Don't make it completely dry. And now we're going to pick bits of the mashed potato, just spoon them in, and just keep putting dollops. Till all the potatoes are on the dish. That was perfect amount of potatoes to go on this half a kilo of. And then you just take a fork and then you sort of even out the mashed potato. I'm telling you, you try this. This is so good. As my son has this at least once a week. Just level it all out. And then just make markings with the fork. And then you take these tomatoes and then just for decoration. They look nice. And that's your lovely cottage pie. Now this goes into the oven, and like I said, 200 degrees oven. The thing is already preheated. And now you put this in the oven in the center of the oven for at least 45 minutes or until the potatoes are nice and golden on the top. Okay. The cottage pie has had its 45 minutes and is done, so we can put the oven off. If you do want to speed up the process, if you're in a rush, you could cook it in the oven for 20 minutes and then just put it under the grill, because everything is cooked, it just needs to brown the potatoes. So we're going to put the oven off and then take it out of the oven, and that's your lovely cottage pie. It's very hot. It's absolutely delicious. So now this, my son eats it with tomato ketchup, my husband eats it with brown sauce, and I just eat it as it is. So either way, it's really, really delicious. So I hope you all like this, and don't forget to share my channel, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you go and enjoy this like we will. And I shall see you again next week with some more delicious cooking.